You are a strong person. Yes, you can do it all. You thought that they had you stuck, but you're back against the wall. You are a strong person. So baby, keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop your hustle. But both your plans to just stand tall. You will stand tall.
Hey, what's going on, Gemini? Thank you for joining me for another video here on Lavi Program. Well, on this channel, we are manifesting realities one change at a time. For those of you that are new, my name is Lavender. I'm your virtual life coach. For those of you that are returning viewers, please know that I greatly appreciate you as always. Please like the video, comment should you feel the need. I should be putting a QR code up here for you all who might want to schedule a personal reading, or if you would like to schedule a personal life coaching session, you can scan that QR code. But as usual, there will always be a link in my description or bio. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your read, Gemini. All right, what's the message here for Gemini? Let's see. What's the message here for Gemini? Okay, so we got actions of the world are through the power of the tongue. Speak it and it shall be. Secondly, we have you are guaranteed to miss out on the opportunity of every chance you don't take. Thirdly, we have some keywords. So we have college, class, assignment, training, degree, certified, graduate, educator. Bottom of the deck, we have blinded by love. So off top, kind of what I'm getting from this, Gemini, is that there's something that you are loving or prioritizing more strongly than something that you are trying to pursue. Something that you may have to learn something in order to obtain, but it's something slowing you down. It's like you speak about this, but it's like you talk that talk, but you ain't walking that walk. Somebody here is talking that talk, but not walking that walk. And it's like, it's reminding you that you gotta take the leap. So I don't know if some of you may be fearful of taking the leap. But again, guaranteeing that if you don't do anything about an opportunity that approaches, well, you are guaranteed to miss out on it. But for some of you, this could be about going back to school, maybe furthering your education in some way, or furthering more information on a career path or occupation that you're already doing. So maybe like continued education courses, or maybe some other type of training or certification that you might be wanting to pursue, but not really quite doing it. But with this blinded by love, I'm kind of feeling like there's something that you're prioritizing more strongly than this, which is why it's kind of like all talk, no action, or has been all talk, no action. Yeah, underneath blinded by love, we have your fears are only as strong as the power you give them. Some of the keywords are doubt, possibilities, blockage, emotion driven. Free your mind and the rest will follow. In vogue. Okay, and yes, these are cards that I made up, y'all. But I feel like this could be like it's like you falling in love with your fears. So I don't know if maybe that unhealthy attachment that you have to maybe past traumas or memories that kind of reflect something or that are impeding on your not only self-compassion, but also like your motivation. I feel like there's something here that's blocking you from doing that. And it might be dealing with something that you're holding on tight to from your past. For some of you, for others of you, again, this could be something that you seem to be more passionate about, that you're loving more, or have more like priority to, that is getting in the way of you being able to take that next step towards something that you're discussing, that you want to improve on, or that you feel you would like to partake in. Is going to be some type of skill. That's what it looks like. Learning something new. what else we got for Gemini? What else do we have for Gemini? All right, first card, Gemini, we have Party. Okay. Taurus had also got this card as well. So celebration brings clarity. Hidden feelings emerge amidst the fun. Listen to the heart, not just the music. Secondly, we got Time Crossroads. You will soon arrive at a temporal crossroad where a significant decision will shape your destiny. Choose your path wisely at Time's junction. Lastly, we have Next Level. Okay, an opportunity will open that seems like fantasy. Trust your vision. Okay, so we were talking about opportunities that you might be missing. And it's like it's trying to get you in the check now. It's kind of like check yourself before I end up checking you. The universe is being a parent and they're giving you a butt whipping, as well as a very strong lecture about how you're holding yourself back from your potential, from your purpose in some way. And that, listen to your heart. Whatever this is something that you are passionate about. Like you want to do this. It rings something in your heart. But again, it's like you're not doing something about it. But that there's going to become a crossroad. You're going to be hit with a crossroad where you're going to have to make a decision at that point in time to decide, do I want to stick with what I already know and where I currently am? Or am I willing to step into this new transformation, to this opportunity that's coming for me so that I can propel to the next level? Bottom of the deck, we have Lover. So temptations are sweet, yet the bitter awaits the unwary. Tread lightly on sweet paths. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this is you kind of taking a step towards um, a relationship, or even getting back out there and just, allowing yourself to be exposed to opportunities with others. But with that kind of class education oracle card coming out, I feel like there's something that you feel like you need to learn before you approach this person or this new aspect or desire or passion that you're having. There's something you feel like you need to learn. And it's kind of like you've been talking about it. Again, it's not for all of you, but it's like you've been talking about it, but you haven't really done anything to move forward. And it's like there's going to be an opportunity where you're going to be able to either dive into this and, finally say and do whatever it is you need to say and do regarding this, or are you going to stay in the mud where you've been? Staying planted to where you've been and just not moving forward at all, just allowing this to just be another thought or desire that's in your head and ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, well, we got one more deck we're going to go through for y'all. This one is going to be your money, finances, and career. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Money, finances, and career. What do we have for Gemini? All right, Gemini, let's see. Money, finances, and career. Oh, one flipped out. Okay, so first card out we have is savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. All right, let's get another one for Gemini. All right, secondly, we have foresight. Pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Okay. And then thirdly, we have power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Bottom of the deck, we have guardian angel. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel. Okay, so I feel like some of you may be seeing something that might be coming or is underway where you might need to be saving money up for something. And I feel like, with this power thing, you're more so making sure that you're focusing on this thing that you need to be saving for rather than focusing on maybe like support that someone else needs. And again, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to be selfish in that way, because you have to make sure that you're maintaining yourself and what you need. So I feel like for some of you, the reason this is coming up, because some of you might struggle with that when it comes to financial boundaries and, maybe loaning people or or paying for something someone else needs, knowing you got your own stuff that you need to maintain, and that it's okay to say no. That's a healthy boundary to have. But just making sure that you are prioritizing, yes, what it is that you need to do for you and not just everybody else. We can do that when we have the opportunities outside of what we need to do for us. Once we've done for us, then what we have left, if that is something that we so choose to do courteously, is to share amongst others, and addressing maybe things that we can provide to them. Well, then okay, but first take care of yourself, because if you're putting yourself in those type of positions and taking care of everybody else first, well, you kind of self-sabotaging your own independence and stability. So let's not do that. All right. Okay, it looks like you're going to be protected along the way. Just trusting your guardian angel, understanding that, because maybe for some of you, this is something that might have shook up your world a little bit. If you were someone who was used to kind of like doing that, not really taking care of you first, helping everybody else out, and then finding yourself to be in a jam later. I feel like, trust your guardian angel. This is kind of like it's like a nudge, like, hey, we know we messing up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something different. Let's make sure that we are doing what we need to do. All right. Okay, Gemini, that's what I got for you. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me for the video. Again, please like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. I really appreciate you. Thank you again, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, bye-bye.